So Joann's recently had a sale on their McCall's patterns, and they're also for $1.99. And I did take the opportunity to get my hands on some McCall's patterns that I've been eyeing. So let's jump right in. One thing that I would like to see Joann's do differently is that when they advertise for the McCall's patterns, I would love it if they would also include KnowMe on there. I don't know if they kind of feel like everybody knows like it's included, but if you don't know, you don't know. I remember watching a video not too long ago about one of their sales where someone mentioned that KnowMe is a part of the McCall's patterns. So when I went into the store, there was not a sale sign on the KnowMe drawers, only the McCall's drawer. But only because I remembered hearing that before, I went ahead and picked up a KnowMe pattern. When I got to the register, I didn't even think to make sure that it was $1.99. I didn't think about it until I got home, and I did check my receipt, and I did get it for $1.99. So KnowMe is included in those McCall's pattern sales, guys. Okay. So I'll start with this pattern because this is a pattern that my husband had picked up when we were last in Joann's together. And I don't really care for the pattern, but there's something about it that he likes that he thinks would be good on me. So that's why I didn't get it last time, because I didn't like it. But I never checked the back of the pattern, and there's only one thing I like about this pattern, and this pattern is KnowMe ME 2055. It's described as a Mrs. Bodysuit and cargo sweatpants. I think what's throwing me off about this pattern is the sweatpants. Maybe it's the colors and the design. It kind of looks all ran together to me, and I can't really make anything out of it. But after taking a closer look, I do like View A, which is like a sweatshirt style bodysuit. I think that's very unique and very different. I haven't seen anything like it, and I love bodysuits. Yeah, so View A, I do like View A on this pattern, so I will give my husband a thumbs up for that one. This next pattern is like at the top of my list for the pattern that I wanted. Someone purchased this pattern a little while ago, and when I saw it, I was like, I gotta have it. This is just like the next level of, what do you want to call it? Like loungewear? Yeah, the next level of loungewear. This is McCall's M8447, a Brandy Joan pattern, and it is described as a Mrs. Knit top and pants. But y'all, this is like an upscale version of a lounge set. It's very sophisticated. The model on the pattern is wearing this well, and to be honest, I can't wait to make one for myself. This is next level loungewear. Next is McCall's M8011, and this is a Mrs. Jackets. I recently pattern tested for a designer, and what we were sewing up put me in the mind of a denim jacket as I was constructing a garment, and I said I would hack that pattern eventually to make me a denim jacket. Then when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I will be making View A on this pattern. It is a more cropped version, and I like it. Next one is McCall's M7847. This is a Mrs. Coates. Yes, it is warming up, but that doesn't mean that we can't buy the patterns and get ready for winter. So this coat is on the top of my list. I do like View A and C. This coat pattern looks very sophisticated, and I need a black coat now. I had a black coat before that got too small. My husband bought me a new one, and it is in like a camo green color, and I absolutely love that coat. I love that coat. It has a very oversized hood with some very deep big pockets. It puts me in the mind of vintage wear, but this coat right here is very elegant, a little more elegant, and I will be making most likely view A or C on this pattern. Next pattern is McCall's M8174, and this pattern is described as a misses and women's dresses, and I love view B. I love the thin straps, although when I make this, I may make my straps a little bit bigger because I do like a little more strap on my dresses, but I like the way view B fits, the way that the pattern suggests it will fit. I like the way it's kind of wrapped but an open split, if that makes sense. I like that, and view B is what I will make. That is just really cool and cute for summer, and I'm ready to wear these summer dresses. Next is McCall's M8058. This is described as misses dresses with suggested fabrics or knits such as jersey cotton knit, novelty knits, and interlock. And I do have some interlock fabric in there that I would love to use. I do like view B ABF. Hold on. Okay, I was a little thrown off. The front of this pattern says views A, B, and F, and I'm like, where are the other views? But if you turn it to the back, there are 3 additional views. One with a scoop neck, a V-neck, and yeah. So that threw me for a loop at first. But if you notice, I don't like a lot of sleeveless dresses. It depends. Either I want a sleeve, like a quarter length sleeve. Okay, I don't care for sleeves that stop here like what I have on. Most of the time when I wear things like this, I wear it around the house. I don't really wear them too much out. When I'm going out, like with my husband or something, I prefer more of a longer sleeve, either a long sleeve or a quarter sleeve. If I do have something on sleeveless, I usually wear a shawl or something over it. But I do prefer a longer sleeve on myself. That's just my preference. And I like view B and F. I like F because it is a V-neck, but I want some sleeves on that thing. I do like B because it already comes with the long sleeves and it is a great length. So I'm open to making either of those views. Next is McCall's 7832, and this is described as an easy pattern of misses dresses, and I like all the views on this pattern. I do. I think the one that I like most is A and D. I like the flare, and I love the sleeves. I love the details on the sleeves. This looks like it would be a very easy pattern to sew up quickly and go out for a date night. And last but not least is McCall's M8240. This is described as a misses tops, and I like tops that have like that short button placket or either a zip here. It doesn't have, the closure all the way down, because with a larger bust area, buttons seem to pucker and come loose a lot. So I do like, those button plackets and the zippers on the front. It kind of reminds me of another pattern that I sewed. I can't think of the number off the top of my head, but I'll put it here. It reminds me of just a shorter version of this dress pattern. And this, I can see this being extended into a dress as well as this pattern here that you could also chop off and make it into a cute little top. On this pattern, I do like the cuffs and the band that is on view C. I would make view C and B because both have cuffs. One has the zipper and one has the button, but I like the cuffs and the bands because that saves you time with hemming. So if you don't care for doing all the hemming, look for you some patterns that have the sleeve cuffs and those bottom bands, and you'll save yourself some time and energy. That wraps up my McCall's pattern haul. Stay tuned. I'm waiting for the next sale, which I hope is on Simplicity Patterns because I did miss the last one. And there are a few Simplicity patterns that I want to get my hands on. So I'm always looking for someone posting when the next sale is. And thank you to everyone who keeps us posted. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, turn on that notification bell, and let me know if you've picked up any of these same patterns. Until next time, keep sewing.